I'm your host, Logan23. You join me for Mermaids and the Vampires Who Love Them, Chapter 23. Lilybella slices the air with her sword as she's anxious to cut something. You slink a single step backward. Let's go show Darkins what happens when you provoke a crew of supernatural teens. You're about to leave when the golems turn their blank stares towards you. You don't have to speak Golem to know they want to come. Honestly, even though they look like Darkins, they're so adorably eager, you'd like to keep one as a pet. You don't think your mom would appreciate a giant golem in her cave, however. The real question is, how can you keep a low profile with a half-dozen 10-foot columns of animated rock tagging along? At this point, I tell them, okay, you can come. The golems cry pebbly tears of joy, which roll around on the floor. But no more tears, guys. Someone could slip and fall. Minutes later, your little band of heroes hurries up along the corridor towards the stairs leading to the kitchen. You reach out to Pierce telepathically every couple of minutes. Pierce, are you there? Please answer me. Your telepathic pleas are interrupted when Pickles screams. Pickles, what is... You spin around, heart thudding in your chest, only to see Fenton scooping Pickles into his arms, smoke pouring out of him. Fenton, Thunder, you're okay. Waverly, there are no boxes where you said they'd be. I know, Darkins moved the boxes onto a truck. We'll have to figure out a way to stop that. Fenton points a shaky, smoking finger at the golems. It's okay, they're friends. Speaking of friends, have you seen Pierce? No, and we've searched every square foot of this dungeon looking for you guys. The need to find Pierce is overwhelming. You pitch your telepathic voice at a blue whale volume. Pierce! What if the blood connection is worn away? As you hurry up the stairs, you update Thunder and Fenton on what's happening. In minutes, you're bursting into the back entrance to the kitchen. As soon as the servers and cooks see the golems, they run out screaming. That didn't go well. You've already seen flaws in your golems as pet plan. You pause at the door to the ballroom, gulping down the air, rubbing your sore shins. Pierce! But instead of getting an answer from your beloved, you hear Darkin's voice, slick as eel grass, snaking through the cracked open wooden door. You peek and spy Darkins on the podium, holding court for his audience. And so you, my fine members of the press, are the first to know that the elixir of the sea will revolutionize the beauty industry. For the first time, a product exists that truly reverses the aging process. No longer will people need painful and expensive facelifts. Crowd cheers and hollers. What are we waiting for? Shh. Not only is the elixir of sea a true miracle, but our company supports sustainable production methods. We use clean energy and contribute 10% of all profits to Darkins Ocean Reformation Foundation, or DWRF. In the future, the oceans will be very different than they are today. Thunderous claps drown out the rest of Darkins' lies. Your blood turns to liquid metal, searing your veins. Everyone in that room is under a spell, and I'm the only one of our group who is immune. If the others go in, they could get hurt. I should play dirty. All I have to do is tell the guys what happened to the girls in the lab. Well, I guess you can come. I mean, if you want to turn into mindless zombies again. What do you mean? When the girls were under Darkin's power in the lab, he made them walk into a fish tank and let them drown. If you guys come in before I neutralize Darkins, he could make you hurt yourselves or each other. The guys wrap protective arms around their lady loves. How are you immune to Darkin's mind control? Out with it. It's because I had Pierce's blood. Pickle's eyes widen to the size of sand dollars. But you hate blood! It actually tastes really... Never mind. I'll give you a signal when it's safe to come in. What is the signal? Darkin will be screaming in agony. The golems step forward. They wouldn't be affected by Darkin's powers, but given the reaction of the kitchen staff, the ballroom might turn into mayhem. Sorry, guys, you need to stay here for now. The marble faces fall, which is really weird thing for solid rock to do. It's okay. I'm saving you guys from a really important part when we toss Darkin into a volcano or something more painful. They seem to cheer up. Pushing the door open, you are gobsmacked by heavy mist. The humans inside of the room are fixed on Darkin, who is on stage, their faces in rapture as they cheer. They are recording him with their cameras as he waves to the crowd like a king. He must be stopped. Taking advantage of the element of surprise, you surge onto the stage, grabbing the microphone from Darkin's hand and push him over the edge. Hey everyone, I'm from the human government. Don't be fooled, this product is dangerous and the man is polluting the bay with toxic waste. Darkin is a fraud. Darkins growls as he climbs back up, snatching the microphone from your grasp. Turn off the camera, stop recording. All at once, the humans in the audience lower their recording devices and stare blankly ahead. Don't listen to her, she's just a crazed competitor. Darkin grabs your hair and twists hard. Ow! You thought you could beat me? You're nothing but a meddling mermaid. Wraps you in an iron hold. Even with the extra strength from the vampire blood, you can't break free. You snarl, jerking partially out of his grip. Let go. Don't think so. He reels you back by the arm and squeezes so hard you can feel the bruises forming. Where is Pierce? Oh, he's, how should I say it, indisposed. A fury like a typhoon and a tsunami combined erupt inside you. If you harmed him... Oh, I assure you he is quite harmed, Miss Fishwater. You build your strength out of pain and anguish, clench your teeth and deliver a thudding kick to his crotch. He emits a high-pitched scream that reverberates through the room, dropping to his knees and clutching his man parts. There's a crash inside of the kitchen, and the door swings open. Thunder, Lilybella, Fenton, Pickles all hurtle into the room. No, go back! That wasn't the signal! But it's too late. Their eyes have already turned vacant. Bile rises in your throat. The only way to free your friend's minds is to render Darkins unconscious. While he's still on his knees, you attack, pinning him to the floor. He flips you over easily and laughs. Watch this. He grabs your head in his hands and turns it to face the room instead of him. Pickles is trudging up the stairs towards the balcony. Pickles, no. I wish you'd get down from there. She doesn't heed your wish. Flute, that Vault Fairy Godmother magic. Please stop what you're doing to her. He laughs maniacally. You try to peel his hand off of your face. This is way too much fun. How can I stop Pickles from jumping? I should volunteer to be his prisoner. If you let Pickles go, I'll go downstairs and strap myself in the machine. I'll give you more tears than you've ever imagined. This is when you realize you're already crying. Tears drip onto his hand. Holding your breath, you wait for him to transform, but nothing happens. Pickles is gripping the balcony rail. Your stomach roils. There's only one thing left to do. Golems, come in now! The door breaks off its hinges as the golems crash through. That's so strange, and the crowd doesn't react. They're more like statues than statues. Save the girl on the balcony, save Pickles! Darkin's palm crushes your face. What did you do to my sculpture, Sea Witch? Humans, stop those statues! Now awakened, the audience shrieks at the sight of the golems. Stop making that racket! Say goodbye to your little friend. Pickles! Darkin's eyes glow redder and redder. Pickles flings one leg over the balcony. Sweat drips down his forehead as if trying to fight you, control the audience, and make Pickles jump, taxing his powers. Stop those statues! The humans rush at the golems. Hey guys, don't hurt the people! Golems weave around the humans as they thunder towards the bottom of the staircase. Stools, tables, trays of food, non-animated Darkin statues. Everything in the golem's path crashes to the floor. At the stairway, the front golem tries to squeeze through, but the opening is too narrow. His marble arms shear off, littering the bottom of the stairs with dust and body parts. Stop! Darkin's eyes are whirls of fire. The room quakes. The rail on the balcony shears off and comes crashing down with Pickles on top. No! You scream, but across the room, Fenton screams even louder. The scream turns into a screech. Smoke billows from his body. Leathery wings sprout from his back, and his arms and legs grow long, scaly, with sharp talons at the tips. Oh, okay, he's become Deathwing. He roars and searches into the air under Pickles, catching her on his back. Pickles snaps out of her trance and wraps her arms around his neck. The weirdest thing is, she looks happy. Fitton shoots a blast of fire out of his mouth, melting a window. And with a great flap of his wings, he sends a gust of searing hot air through the ballroom. Fitton, the dragon, sounds like he's saying, "I'm free! Free!" He and Pickles fly out of the castle over the bay and become a silhouette against the full moon. "Thanks for your help, Fenton!" You gasp. Fenton is a dragon and he saved Pickles. Darkins is literally foaming at the mouth in anger. "I've had enough of you! You're not worth the effort." With one hand, he reaches for another of his red emergency buttons. Does he have conveniently placed trapdoors installed everywhere? Struggle against his grip, but before you can push him off, you're falling. And Darkins is falling with you. You swallow into the darkness and land with a bone-jarring thud, rats scurrying towards the walls. What in Hades? Another dungeon? There's an uneven scraping of boots against the rock, and then the click of a switch. You're blinded by the light. More rats scritch off to hidden dens. Darkins limps towards the far walls, plucks a gun from the rack and aims it at you. You're already in motion, running at him despite the gun. He steps aside, you careen shoulder first into the wall, cry out, and crumple to the wall, or floor, dislodging some rats. "Sorry, guys."
Tetsuki, we heard about you, the nice mermaid. Can we help you with anything?
Got your sore shoulder, breathing heavily. There might be something you can... Excuse me, don't mean to interrupt your reverie, but gun here. Don't make me shoot you. It will be far more fun if you suffer for centuries. Being shot sounds better than years of torture. Not for me. He pushes another one of his evil buttons. Sweet mother of buttons! This time, instead of a trap door, a black iron cage covered in fossilized barnacles falls from the ceiling on top of you and clicks into a metal disc beneath you. Your prison looks oddly familiar. You rattle the bars, but even with vamped up mermaid strength, you can't budge the cage. He levels the gun at your heart, which is currently trying to explode out of your chest. Wait, where did you get this cage? Why do you ask? I know this cage. Impossible. I saw it in the History of Supernatural Beings class, in the ancient Mer Royal Palace. Holy sea cow! Could Darkins be the cursed child Acidna was carrying when the ancient Mer Queen trapped the demon goddess beneath the ocean floor? It was thousands of years ago. But Acidna is a goddess, and therefore immortal. Your mom's Acidna. Your father was a mer prince. Which means your... His face is broken and defiant, twisted and lost. Stop, I don't want to hear it. Now you remember where you heard those words Darkins spoke before. The Mer royal family will be crushed. The ocean shall be mine. I feel sorry for you, Darkins. I really do. It was horrible what happened to your parents, but why take your anger out on the oceans and all the merfolk and humans who did nothing? His eyes are wild. You don't know anything. Prepare to die. I am not dying before I rescue my boyfriend. He screams and kicks away a rat that scuttles over his feet. Darkins is afraid of rodents. Hey, rats.
You called?
I could use your help with Darkins.
We can't stand that guy. He sets traps and is the worst garbage. Tell us what to do.
Maybe distract him? Hundreds of rats swarm from the walls, the little army of fur and teeth with a communal grudge. What's happening? This is your last chance to give up. Darkin laughs. Oh, last I looked, I have the gun and you're in a cage. Why do I even bother? No one ever gives up when I give an ultimatum. The rats stream over Darkins, climbing his legs, his torso, covering his face. Darkins howls, flailing his arms. How are you doing this? When you're in trouble, the best thing to do is ask for friends and help. But you wouldn't know this because you have no friends. He fires the gun without aiming. You jump to the top of the cage. The bullet strikes your shin. Searing through flesh and bone, clear out of the other side. You fall, creating your leg in agony, pain exploding in your back. Hot blood trickles down your leg and blossoms on the white dress. But Darkins, who is writhing, covered in biting rats and flopping like a fingerling, looks worse off than you are. He manages to roll across the floor with his blanket of rats. Goodbye, sea witch! He slams a rat-covered fist onto yet another bloody button. No! The floor creaks open and the cage plummets. Your stomach rises in your throat, your heart pounds. Within seconds you splash into the poisoned bay. Bitter metallic blood-tinged water streams into your still open mouth. Almost immediately the change begins. Transmutation with a bullet wound is excruciating. As you fall, grabbing the bars on top, red blood-stained bubbles rage around your face and body. Sharks will be nearby. You accidentally grab the sharp, barnacle-covered bars to brace yourself as the cage smashes on the seafloor. Blood flows from the lacerations in your palms as the sand settles. You make out a shiver of great whites that look like some ones you met on your first day of school, torpedoing straight for the cage. You need to get out of this cage and turbo swim past the sharks, but the bars won't give and you're losing strength as blood flows from the bullet wound. Pierce! There's no response. Well, Pierce, my only chance to escape is... Mind the sharks how you tossed them before. Remember the last time we met? I tossed you at least a half a mile. I know my bay is poisoned, and it's affecting your intelligence, so I'm going to ask you nicely to swim away. Guys, maybe we can come to some kind of understanding. But rather than listening, the sharks slam into the cage even harder. The bars groan. They're loosening. That's the point. The cage topples onto its side, and the sharks scatter in a cloud of sand. And that gives you an idea. You scrape your palms against the barnacles, increasing the blood flow. Normally, you don't like being anyone's kelp smoothie, but in this instance, the tastier the smell, the better. The sharks go wild, ramming the cage over and over. One of the bars gives way. You squeeze through, hurtling in a turbo swim. But before you make it to the surface, something heavy hits your back. What the... Whatever it is, it wraps itself around you, and together you plummet to the bottom of the bay. You thrash your injured tail, churning the water, trying to escape the clutches of whatever has you. But you're running out of blood and patience. Let go of me. I'm right next to you. No need to explode my brain with your impressive volume. Pierce, what are you doing here? Rescuing you. Again. He kicks his legs hard, so you're heading straight towards the surface. How many times do I have to tell you? You can't rescue a mermaid from sharks. It doesn't work that way. This is my domain. Even though you mean every word of that, you're so exhausted and relieved he is okay that you bury your head into his neck and he shoots you into the sky. You're half frozen, your white gown is wet, bloody, and in tatters, not to mention the process of transmuting into leg form mid-air with not 100% healed bullet wound is like being in a cave of poisoned water while being set on fire. But you asked me for help. I guess I did. We have to get back on the castle and make sure everyone is okay, and stop Darkins. We need to destroy the Elixir Sea, it's on the truck. Did you know that Fenton is a dragon? And he shut you up with a fin-curling kiss, reminding you that once this is over, you must babble on a regular basis. Your attraction to Pierce is so intense it's almost painful. I can still hear your thoughts. And I can hear yours. I know what you want. I want to finish the job at the castle. Liar. Plus, everything there is fine. Fine. Stop flashing your dimples at me. Your dress, it's pretty messed up. Who cares about having an immaculate wardrobe right now? I was just thinking maybe I could help you out of it. We're mid-air. I noticed. He searches through your body, even though you literally have a bullet wound. No undressing the mermaid while airborne. Pierce chuckles. Wouldn't dream of it. Liar. you have never been this high and hope you never come down. Oh, it's one of those wonderful lads. Excuse me. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember, as you see here, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also, by the way, you guys can go and become a sponsor. All you got to do is simply smack that join button down below, and it goes to help the community as well as the channel, and it's greatly appreciated, and it means a lot. And without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video, which will be Chapter 24, the finale of this book. Peace.